Smithville, Tennessee. And that was from 1954 by the Chordettes. I'd like to bring a concert today that I simply call the 50s. I went online and I noticed there was a site that gave the #1 song every month of every year of the 50s. Now that's 120 songs. We don't have time for 120 songs, but we'll highlight some of them. So without further ado, let's go back to the year 1950. Let's see if we can bring back some memories. This was January 1950. This song, I say R, I say R-A, R-A-G, R-A-G-G, R-A-G-G-M-O-P-P, right, rock, da-da-da-da. Remember that one? Yeah. Who was that? You remember who did that? It said it was the Ames brothers. You remember that? And then there's this one. If I knew you were coming out, bake the cake, bake the cake, bake the cake. If I knew you were coming out, bake the cake. I'll do. You drop me a letter, I'll hire a band. Got the best in the land. If you drop me a letter, I'll hire a band. Spread the red carpet for you. Remember that one? That was a gal named Eileen Barton. Now let's see if you remember who did this song, very popular. A man named Nathaniel. 1950 is the year. Mona Lisa, Manhattan, you're so like the lady with the mystic smile. Who was that? How many said Nat King Cole right here and there? Give them a hand. That's right. Nat King Cole. Now, this next song was a folk song. At least it was a folk group, and that was pretty popular back then. I go to Asheville, North Carolina, 4 times a year. And, you know, I do this interactive nostalgia and bring back memories of who sang what. And it's kind of funny. There's a lady there at this place called Bella Vista. She always sits right down front, very humble, but she knows all the answers. She smiles. And anyways, her name happens to be the name of this next song. So lately I've just been closing the concerts with this song. Irene, good night. Is that right? Okay. I guess you remember that song then, don't you? Irene Goodnight was a #1 song late in 1950 by the folk group family known as the Weavers. Remember the Weavers? All right, now I'm sure you'll remember this next one. #1 song, I believe it was November or December of 1950. I saw the harbor lights, they only told me we were parting. Those same old harbor lights that once brought you to me. I long to hold you dear and kiss you just once more. slogan, swing and sway with Sammy K. How many said Sammy K? Raise those hands, look around, give them a hand, everybody. That's right, good memory, Sammy K. All right, we go to 1951. And right off the bat, there's that man from Montgomery, Alabama. What song did he possibly do? Yeah. Hey, hey, good looking. All you got to be. How about your song to be? Hey, hey, sweet baby. Come on, sweet baby. I found us a brand new recipe. I'm pouring $2 milk. I'm a spot right over the hill. There's some hops in the dance. Wanna have fun? Come along with me. Hey, hey, good. All you got to do. How long we get something? How long we get something? How long we get something with me? Hey, good looking. And who was it sang that song? Give her a hand back there, Hank Williams. That's right. Okay, this next song, I couldn't believe it when I saw this was a #1 song in 1951. I guess because folk music was pretty popular back then, but here it was. On top of Old Smoky, all covered with snow, I lost my true lover for courting too slow. I don't know that version at all. That's probably the wrong version, because the version I learned when I was in school, we all sang, on top of spaghetti, all covered with cheese, I lost my poor meatball when somebody sneezed. It rolled off the table and onto the floor, and then my poor meatball, it rolled out the door. Then it did all kinds of things out in the garden, but oh my, that went on and on. Yeah, I remember that from grade school. You know, I was, just a couple of weeks ago, I was singing down in Decatur, Alabama, at Riverside there. And I was singing during their lunch hour, and you never guess what they were eating when I sang that.
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti. They were gardening meatballs, I tell you what. All right, 1951 was also the year that saw a young gal sing this song. Who was she? I remember the night when we came to see walk. I know just how much I had lost. Yes, I lost my little heart. On that night they were playing the beautiful Tennessee waltz. Once again, everybody, I remember the night and the Tennessee waltz. I know just how much I had lost. 'Cause I lost my little darling. On that night they were playing the beautiful Tennessee waltz. Tennessee waltz. And the young gal that made that song popular, her name was? Who said Patty Page? Give her a hand back there. That's right, Patty Page. And Patty Page, they called her the singing rage of Patty Page. All right, also in 1951, there was a husband and wife that sang a song, made it #1. And you know, there's been a lot of husband and wife teams. There was Sonny and Cher. There was Roy Rogers and Dale Evans. There was Lucille Ball and yes, Yarnest. Well, it wasn't any of them that sang this song. Now, see if you remember who it was. The song went like this. Somewhere there's music, how faint the tune. Somewhere there's heaven, how high the moon. Who said moon? Give her a hand right there. That's right, how high the moon. Number one song, and that was made popular by the husband and wife, Les Paul and Mary Ford. Who said Mary Ford? Let's see those hands. Yes, yes, yes. Give them a hand. Good memory. That's right. All right, 1951 also. Before we go to 1952, around December of 1951, the Napster was back at it again. They tried to tell us we're too old, too young to really be in love. They say that love's a word we've only heard, but can't begin to know the meaning of. And yet we're not too young to know our love will last, though years may go. And then one day they may recall that we were not too young at all. Too young. What a beautiful song. And who was it sang that song? Give her a hand right there, Nat King Cole. Absolutely. All right, we go to 1952. And that year there was a song, won an Oscar for Best Original Song. It was featured in one of the most popular Western movies. Here's the song. See if you remember the name of the Western. Do not forsake me, oh my darling, on this our wedding day. Do not forsake me, oh my darling. Let me wait along. I do not know what fate awaits me. I only know I must be brave. I must face a man who hates me, or lie a coward, a craven coward, or lie a coward in my grave. Thank you. Do not forsake me, oh my darling. What was that movie? Who said that? You again? Give her a hand over there. That's right. I knew Gary Cooper and Grace Kelly. Yes. Now the song in the movie was sung by Tex Ritter, but the biggest selling version of that song, The Ballad of High Noon, was by that Italian singer that you all remember, Francesco Lovecchio. Except he changed his name to Frankie Lane. Remember Frankie Lane? Mom, hit him up, hit him up. Mom, hit him up, hit him up. There was another song in 1952 I want to mention. This song was very popular by a young gal who entertained our troops so often during the Korean War. They called her G.I. Joe. Here's the song. See if you remember her name. See the pyramids along the Nile. See the sunset on a tropic island. Just remember, darling, all the while, remember what? You belong to me. See the marketplace in old Algiers. Send me photographs and souvenirs. Just remember when that we are here. You belong to me. Yeah. Oh, that was a popular song. Oh, that's a good guess, but G.I. Joe was her name. Joe. Joe Stafford. All right, we go to 1953. When you know my mom's favorite singer had a #1 song. Don't let the stars get in your eyes, don't let the blues break your heart. What was that? Oh, that's good. Harry Como, yes, Harry Como. And you know, 1953 was also the year of the dog. You say, what do you mean, the year of the dog? Well, you know, in 1953 they had that movie, 101. Then they had that movie, Lady and Peggy Lee did a lot of the voices and sang in that movie. And then there was this gal, 1953. How much is that dog in the window? The one with the waggly tail. How much is that dog in the window? I do hope that dog for sale. I don't want a mink or a kitty. I don't want a parrot that talks. I don't want a bowl of little fishies. I can't take a goldfish on the ball. All right, here we go. How much is that dog in the window? The one with the waggly tail. How much is that dog in the window? I do hope that dog is for sale. I do hope that dog is for sale. Good job, everybody. Doggy in the Window. That was a #1 song, sung by
Patty Page.
who said Patty Page? Give her a hand over there. That's right. Patty Page. All right, 1953 also saw another #1 song by that husband and wife team. Here's their song. See if you remember their names. Oh, vaya con Dios, my darling. Vaya con Dios, my love. The hacienda's dark, the town is sleeping. Now the time has come to part the time for weeping. Vaya con Dios, my darling. Vaya con Dios, my love. Thank you very much. You know, that's such a lovely and wonderful thing to say when you say goodbye to someone. Vaya con Dios. What does that mean? Anyone know? Vaya? Vaya means go. Con Dios. Go with God. Beautiful way of saying goodbye. All right, and that husband and wife that sang that song were? Les Paul. Who said Les Paul and Mary Ford? Give them a hand right there. That's right. All right, let's go to 1954, and it's interesting. That year there were two songs by the same name. January, the song was Oh My Papa. Remember that one? And it was sung by Eddie Fisher. You remember him? Yeah. Liz Taylor sure did. So did Debbie Reynolds, by the way. And then in February, there was Oh Mein Papa. It was in German, same song. Yeah. Quite interesting. January and February. And then there was this song, very popular movie. It goes like this. 3 coins in a fountain. Remember that? Each one seeking happiness. There they lie in that fountain. Which one will the fountain bless? 3 coins in a fountain. Each one longing for its home. There they lie in that mountain, somewhere in the heart of Cincinnati. Make it mine, make it mine, make it mine. In that movie, also, that song was sung by the 4 Aces. Who said Aces? Give her a hand over there. That's right, the 4 Aces. All right. Okay. Also, in 1954 was this song. See if you remember the young gal that sang it. Give me your hand when I've lost my way. Give me a shoulder to cry on. Whether the day is bright or gray, give me your heart to rely on. Blow me a kiss from across the room. Say I look nice when I'm not. Touch my hair as you pass my chair. Little things mean a lot. You remember that song? The gal that sang that song, her name was Kitty. Kitty? Oh, that's a good guess. Not, I thought you might have said not Carlisle, but who said Callan? Give them a hand right there and there. That's right. Lee Callan. All right. Do you remember this song? 1954 also. Apart, must we say goodbye? Each time we part, my heart wants to die. Hear my prayer, army of prayer. I'll be your love through the end of time. Beautiful song, kind of like a opera kind of song. It was made more popular in the 60s by Jay and the Americans. But in the 50s, 1954, it was David Whitfield who made that song popular. Let's see. We go to 1954 also was the year that saw that song that we began the program with by the Chordettes, Mr. Sandman, was 1954 also. All right, we go to 1955. Let's think back then. Here, what were we doing? 1955, number one song, January. Born on a mountaintop in Tennessee, greenest state in the land of the free. Raised in the woods, so we know every tree. Built him a barn when he was only 3. Davy Crockett, dig up the wild frontier. Went off to Washington to serve our stuff, fixing up the government laws as well. Looked over Washington, as I hear you tell, axed up the crack in the Liberty Bell. Davy Crockett, digging up the wild frontier. Yeah, Davy Crockett. And you know, that was a brainstorm by Walt Disney. He thought he'd do a weekly series on this great American frontiersman, congressman from Tennessee, and one who died at the Alamo, Davy Crockett. So Walt Disney set out to search the world to find the perfect person to play the part of Davy Crockett. And when he found that perfect person, he found a man named
Fess Parker.
Yes, who said that? Give her a hand back there. That's Parker. Well, let's see if you can guess this next one, though. Because a couple years later, Walt Disney thought, well, that worked with Davy Crockett. Let's try another American frontiersman. How about Daniel Boone was a man, And so he set out and searched the world over to find the perfect person to play the part of Daniel Boone. And this time he found a man named Fess Parker. You ever wonder about that? I sure did, now I know. He chose Fess Parker to play both parts, Daniel Boone and Davy Crockett. All right, see if you remember this next one. The initials are TB. Take my hand, I'm a stranger in paradise, so lost in a wonderland, a stranger in paradise. Who was that? TB? Tony Bennett? Yes, Tony Bennett, that's right. Stranger in Paradise, a song from Kismet. All right. Thanks to 1955, we finally found out the age-old question, the answer. What is the difference between an alligator and a crocodile? Is that true? You know what we found out? An alligator, you see him later. A crocodile, after a while. According to Bill Haley and yes. 1, 2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. Gonna rock, 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 boots, bad, bad, rock. Gonna rock, rock, have some fun. Rock, trash, gonna rock, rock, gonna rock, rock, rock. Rock, like, gonna rock, down, rock. Rock Around the Clock and See You Later. Alligator, 2 #1 songs right there out the starting gate, 1955. You know who else came out with a big song in 1955? It was this guy. We'll get to him. Not yet. It was this one. I hear that train come. Coming round the bend and break. I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. Stuck in cold prison, I keep dragging on. And that train keeps moving right down from San Antonio. You know, when I was in college, I bought a brand new car. First time and last time I ever bought a brand new car. And I tell you what, it was a lemon. You know what a lemon is? I mean, you pay through the nose to buy it, and then it's always in and out of the shop getting fixed. And I tell you, I should have known it was a lemon. It was bright yellow from Honda Civics. Anyways, this song goes out to all those folks that have had to endure a lemon. It goes like this. You can hear my car coming round the bend, sputtering, backfiring, needs a new rear end. I'm stuck with this Ford Prism. I got to somehow. If not for 2 more years of payment, it's either junkyard now. When I was just a baby, Mama said, don't give me no sass. Save up all your money and you buy your car with cash. I don't know you don't know how to buy. I see that engine smoking. I hang my head and cry. Well, I see them rich folks passing in their fancy cars, dialing 911 and claiming that my Ford's on fire. I hear the garage knocking, hold the duct tape to hold somehow. They say Geico covers even cavemen. They won't insure me now. I took it to the junkyard, free me from this trap, but the junkyard owner said he wouldn't take my piece of scrap. He said, I hate to tell you, what can I say? Wait for it. Said, did you know that your Ford Prism was made by Chevrolet? Oh, no. Well, I said I did not know that. That is such an awful crime. I'm driving me a Chevy, needs a jump all this time. I loaded up that Prism, released in the day. And I left 15 tons of nitro, with all my blues away. And that, of course, was Johnny Cash's Fools in Prison Blues parody to that. And that reminds me, there's another song I wrote back a few years ago. I was just down in Huntsville, Alabama. And they have a restaurant down there in Huntsville. It's called Rosie's Cantina. You ever heard of that? Yeah, that was where Marty Robbins, that character in El Paso got shot, right? Rosie's Cantina. Anyways, they have the best salsa at Rosie's Cantina. It is so good. And you can go in there and sit down, and the waitress, she brought me one of them baby bear bowls of salsa. I said, well, hon, it's so good, I need more than that. So she brought me a mama bear bowl. I said, that's nice, but I need more than that. So she brought me a papa bear bowl. I tell you what, I ate and enjoyed myself with their salsa and chips and fajita. A couple hours later, I'm driving back to the hotel. And like lightning out of a clear blue sky, all of a sudden, my stomach starts talking to me. Let's get ready to rumble! And I have to stop at some store and get some baking soda or something like that, try to bed down all of that acid type of taste. Anyways, so this song goes out to all those who love spicy food, but it does not like you. Well, food is a burning thing, and it takes a fire thing. When having gyro sauce and chili conspire to create you a ring of fire. Well, I created a burning ring of fire. Down, 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 and the flame we fire. It burns, burns, burns. The ring of fire, the ring of fire. And it burns, burns. Now it doesn't burn, burn, burn. It burns, burps, burns. A ring of fire. Let me try to politely illustrate. That habanero sauce caused a mighty change. No. So I reach for my preparation aid. Oh, flame shot out of my head. Wait for it. By mistake, I grabbed the Band-Aid instead. Oh, I created a burning ring of fire. Down, and the flames blew thunder, and it burned. The ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire. Thank you very much. All right, we continue on with the year of 1955. Back in those days, there was a man who produced many a record, all by the same name. The name on the record was Sing Along With... Who said Mitch? Yes, 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 give them a hand, that's right. Remember Sing Along With Mitch?
Oh, yeah.
Mitch Miller, yes. Remember you have the chorus of men and chorus of women, and well, in 1955, he had a #1 song with an old one. It was this. Oh, the yellow rose of Texas that I long to see. There's none else to listen, not half as much as me. Keep by knowing I love her, nearly from my heart. If I ever see her, we never more will part. Yellow rose of Texas, #1 song. And then there was this song. Love is a many splendid thing. It's the April rose that only grows in the early spring. And that was a movie, William Holden. And what was the group that sang that song? Do you remember? Love is a many splendid thing by the Four. Well, they came in the 60s, the Four. Who said Aces? Yes, give her a hand back there. All right, this next song, #1 in 1955, was a song that was popular over in France during World War II. And our soldiers over there noticed that when this song was sung, the French women would get all sentimental, teary-eyed, sniffly, and didn't quite know why, because the song was in French. It wasn't until after the war, Johnny Mercer, great American songwriter from Savannah, Georgia, gave it English words. And then we finally understood a little bit why the French women were so sentimental about this song. It went like this. The falling leaves drift past my window. The autumn leaves are red and gold. I see your lips, a summer kisses. Was a #1 song in 1955. 1955 when sung by nobody. That wasn't sung by anyone. It became a #1 song when played on the piano. You mean just playing the piano became? Yes, it did. And the man who tickled those ivories and took that song to #1, his name was?
Liberace.
That's a good guess, because that's Liberace's era. But this guy's name was Roger
Williams. Williams.
Who said Williams? Yes, yes. Give them a hand. Yeah. All right. Now, I live in Tennessee, and it's interesting, this last #1 song of 1955 was by a man from Tennessee. I don't know, was it Buck Snort, Tennessee, or Bell Buckle, Tennessee? Maybe it was Taylor Knott, Tennessee. All I know is it was so small it couldn't even get a salute on Hee-Haw.
Yeah.
But I looked it up, and this man is actually from Fordstown, Tennessee. Fordstown, you look it up, there's nobody there, other than a few families that have the Ford name. Yes, Fordstown. You loaded 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. All on one morning when the sun didn't shine, picked up my shovel and went to the mine. 16 tons of #9 coal. The straw boss says, now bless my soul. 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper than that. 16, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Some people say a man is made out of mud. A poor man's made out of muscle and blood. Muscle and blood, skin and bone. My mind's weak and a back that's strong. 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper than that. 16, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. 16, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Yeah. Yes, and the man who did that song, his name was Tennessee Ernie Ford. Very good, folks. All right, we're going to go to 1956. January 1956 was this song. Memories are made of this. One man, one wife, one love, for life. Memories are made of this. Who was that?
Dean Martin.
Who said Dean Martin? Give him a hand. That's right, Dean Martin. All right, and who is this? February of 1956. Oh, yes, I'm ready to be tender. Pretending that I'm doing well. My need is such, I pretend too much. I'm lonely but no one to tell. Who is that? Oh, that's interesting. He came around in 1959. That's good. Now, he might have sung that, but the one who made it popular was 1956. 1956, and it was by the Platters. All right. And then it happened. 1956. That young, hip, swiveling youngster from Tupelo, Mississippi. Since my baby left me, I found a new place to dwell. It's happy, the lonely, sweet old hot brick hotel, I guess. It's awesome, baby. It's awesome, baby. It's awesome, my goodbye. Oh, my, and Elvis rode that Heartbreak Hotel 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, for 7 weeks straight. #1 song. And then along came a young gal with a funny first name, and she put beloved Elvis into 2nd place with Heartbreak Hotel. And she and her song were #1 for 6 weeks herself. Here's the song she sang. See if you remember her name. Oh, the wayward wind, the restless wind, a restless wind that yearns to wander, but he was born the next of kin, the next of kin to the wayward wind. Wayward wind. Who was that young gal? Her name was Goldie. Not Goldie. That's a good guess though. Not Goldie, but Gogi. G-O-G-I. Her name was Gogi Grant. All right. And then there was that young gal named Mary Ann Kappelhoff. You all know Mary Ann Kappelhoff. She's born and raised in Cincinnati. She starred in a movie, The Man Who Knew Too Much, with Jimmy Stewart. She sang this song twice. Hey, Sarah, Sarah, whatever will be, but just not ours to see. Hey, Sarah, Sarah, when I was young and fell in love, I asked my sweetheart what lies ahead. Will there be rainbows day after day? Here's what my sweetheart said. Hey, Sarah, Sarah, whatever will be, the future's not ours to see. Hey, Sarah, Sarah, hey, Sarah, Sarah, whatever will be, the future's not ours to see. Hey, Sarah, Sarah, what will be, will be. Yes, good singing, everybody. Mary Ann Kappelhoff was none other than, how many said Doris Day? Let's see the hands. Give them a hand. That's right. Doris Day. All right, also in 1956 was this song. I keep a tight grip on this wheel of mine, 'cause she's blonde and always speeding from behind. Her blinkers on with no reason I can find. This lane is mine, don't cross the line. She's applying her eyeliner like it's caulk. Got her cell phone to her ear, she's got to talk. You don't like the way she drives, stay off the walk. This lane is mine, don't cross the line. I better stop right there, I'll get in trouble. Another Johnny Cash parody. All right, 1956 also saw this song. Who was this fellow? The wind at the willow blade, low sweet melody, the darling of vows that we made were never to be. When we're apart,
Fats
Who's
Domino.
that Fats Domino? Give him a hand down there. Fats Domino. All right, 1956 also saw this one. Let's go with this. Everyone gets getting closer, going faster than the road was. The ride will surely come highway. Hey, hey, every day is faster. Everyone going faster. The ride will surely come my way. Hey, hey, hey. Who's that? Well, if you give me tickets, then you know why I do go begging. He said, love you can't do. Look at that. Oh, that'll be tricky. Think about that. Think about that. Oh, it's like that beauty. Those three songs all by
Buddy Holly.
yes, give her a hand right there, Buddy Holly. Oh my, and then there was someone else that would tour with Buddy Holly. St. Billy lace in a pretty face, don't be pale and down. Girl in the wall, girl in the car, makes the world go round. Makes the world like a big ass bird. And act so much, then on. Like long neck boots. Yeah, honey, that's what I like. Who was that?
Big Bopper.
Give her a hand, a big bumper. Oh, my. You know, then there was another fella. He had a song over the. Remember who that was? La Bamba. His name was Richie Valens. And they were touring up north in 1959 in January. When I say up north, I mean up north. January in a bus with no heat, touring in Wisconsin, Minnesota, Iowa, had to drive 400 miles every day. And it was Buddy Holly, it was the Big Bopper, what's his name, Jay Peterson or something like that, Richie Valens, and you know who played bass guitar for Buddy Holly? Waylon Jennings. I didn't know that. And finally Buddy Holly said, I've had enough of this freezing bus. So I tell you what, I'm going on to the next place we're going to be singing. I've chartered a plane, but there's only room for 2 more. And I'm taking the Big Bopper with me, and that left Richie Valens and Waylon Jennings. And he said, y'all toss a coin over it. And so they did. Waylon Jennings lost the coin toss. And Richie Valens lost his life. And that was the day the music died. And February 3rd, 1959. All right, hey, I didn't know it was this late. Where'd the time go to? All right, I'd like to close with this song from 1953. This song was a song by Frankie Lane. It was #1 over here, but it was a big #1 in England. In fact, they never had a #1 song that stayed #1 longer. Almost 3 months. I believe for every drop, rain to fall, a flower grow. I believe that somewhere in the dark sky, a candle glow. I believe when all of us have gone astray, he sent his son to make a way. That he's the one who's always there, hearing every word. Thank you, folks. Hey, I have one last little song just before we sing it. I want to take a moment and say thank you for having me with you. It's been a lot of fun. Good to see the memories across your faces when you hear some old names, old songs. I certainly would say, may the good Lord bless you, keep you safe. May you seek His will and find His grace. And will you sing this with